Hey guys, Kev here, and I have some unboxings to do. So a bunch of more packages showed up today. I really apologize that I've been doing a lot of unboxings. I'm trying to fit in some first impressions and reviews in there as well, so that, daily, I usually try to upload twice a day, right? Which, it can be a little tough with a full-time job, a 6-month-old. I have a wife and a family I need to pay attention to. But I really enjoy this channel. I'm having so much fun with you guys, and I'm trying to do 2 a day. So usually I try to do a more like quicker unboxing sort of thing early on, and then I'll upload a first impressions review, something a little more lengthy later in the day. That's kind of how I like to do it. But with so many unboxings lately, you might see a couple unboxings a day. We'll see how it goes. But I have 4 packages here. I have 2 from Kyle, DTOM Knives and Gear. I have 1 from Etsy. I ordered a pry bar just to try out. And then I have a pretty cool one I traded for, I traded for a mini impulse, a Vero mini impulse. I traded my Satori 2.0 for that. That is the one I want to unbox first for you guys. So you'll see the others in videos coming up. But the mini impulse first. This is my LaCroix and coconut. I also want to mention that Jake from Bearded Gear is one of the main people that has kind of turned me on to Vero engineering knives. I wasn't that interested before. They're very right-hand biased, but recently they did release the Axon, and that has slots on both sides. I just found that out. So I was eagerly trying to hunt one of those down. And I just the other day got in the Brian Brown Knives Jaeger M, which was like a grail for me. And I've explained what a grail is to me. It's basically a knife I want and can't get, and then I'm hunting, right? I spent a week looking for one of those. I got it, and unfortunately, the lock bar is an issue as a lefty, and it's a non-flipper, the one I had. So you have to basically spidey flick it or thumb flick it. And the lock bar just was a big issue on that one, which happens a lot for a lefty. So sadly, I had to move that on because I wasn't going to carry it. And I'm grateful to say I sold it to my good buddy Jake, Bearded Gear. So you will be seeing the Jaeger M on his channel. I honestly believe that specific knife, just the layout of it with the micarta the way it is, I think that knife was made for Jake. And I really hope he loves it. And he helped me pay for the Axon that I bought. So I'm excited for that to come in. It has a liner lock, so it's more my style. But I did get a new shirt in from Jake, guys. I don't know how well you can see this. It's a new Bearded Gear shirt with the mountain beard and the hat. It's really cool. My kid tried to ruin it by spitting up on it a little bit, but yeah. So check those out. He has a Teespring shop, guys. He is very bad about self-advertising because he doesn't see himself as this big shot or whatever. And I'm not saying he's a big shot, but he doesn't want to self-promote like that. He's just not that kind of person. And I'm not really either, but I will promote for somebody else. And Jake is he's just such a great dude. Him and Kyle, DTOM Knives and Gear, they're like my brothers at this point. I say it all the time, but I'm being 100% honest when I say that. And you guys have probably heard from, the channel and the podcast. Jake, this is his job now. Like, yeah, he works with his wife and does other stuff, and I don't want to get too into that. It's his stuff to tell, but this is his job now. I mean, he has committed himself to Bearded Gear, to the channel, to trying to start coming out with collaborations and products and building that brand, Bearded Gear. And he's doing a fantastic job right now with the podcast and everything. And I just think that he needs to get promoted a little bit more and whatever. But I love the guy, and go buy one of his shirts. Go to Teespring, check out the Bearded Gear shirts, snag one up. It's $25 to your door for one shirt. It's not that expensive. That's what they go for these days. And you get a cool design. You can pick a color. And you get to support one of the best people in this community. Because that's what he is. He's one of the best people in this community. I love the guy. So that's my advertising for Jake. I'm going to get into this mini impulse here. I'm really excited, guys. You know how I get. And hopefully this one doesn't let us down. I already know that this one is not very lefty friendly. So, you know, I have the Richard Rogers OEM Slim Utility, aka Slut here is the unboxing knife. Absolutely love this thing. It just has a couple issues. It squeaks when you open and close it. And the D10 is a bit light. And it seems to get blade play a lot. So the pivot loosens up or whatever. I put Loctite in it last night, let it sit overnight. So I'm hoping I got that pivot locked in. It's feeling pretty good and still has good action. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm hoping to love and keep this knife. But if it continues to give me issues, I will sell it. I did strop it today. This is M390. And it came right back to a razor sharp hair shaving edge, which is good. So, as I mentioned before, this knife cost me my CKF Satori 2.0, which is an expensive knife. Those go for $640 new and like $550 on the secondary, $500. But Vero knives are very rare and hard to get, and the market really is high on them. This knife new was probably like $350, maybe tops, I think. But secondary is crazy, and I don't mind taking a little bit of a hit on something if I get what I want and it's rare or whatever. You know, I'm not going to ask for an extra $50 to make the deal even, you know. And I really wanted to check these out, so the way I look at it, my philosophy on it is, if I want something bad enough, I'm an impatient person, so I'll pay the extra $50 to get it. I'll overpay, which, you know, that's not always great for the market, but for me it works out, and I see that as a renter's fee. So, for example, the Jaeger I bought, I paid $450 for that, which, you know, that's $350 new, and they usually go for $400 right now if you wait it out and get one for a good price. I bought it for $450, and the next day I sold it to Jake for $400. I'm not going to make you pay for my overpay, but I'll overpay, and I'll look at it as a renter's fee, you know? So, oh, this looks nice, guys. Look at this patch. This is what I'm talking about with packaging. Man, this thing is cool. Just look at that. You get this sweet patch. This is the plain titanium with all like plain titanium hardware, and I believe it has a satin finish. I don't know if it's belt or hand satin. I'm not an expert on that stuff. We will see. So here we go in a cloth. Oh, this is a good size, guys. I was really hoping it wasn't tiny, because sometimes mini is really mini. But the Impulse I had on the channel was a little too big for me, so this could work out. Impulse Mini, first run, designer J. Vero, M390, belt satin, that's good. Handle, raw. So clip, backspacer, pivot, screws, and it was assembled on 12/21/20. So there you go, guys. There's some information for you. And if you want to reach out to Vero, here's their information right here. Great company. I believe they're out of California. Basically, Joseph Vero quit his job to go full-time into knife making recently. It was a side thing at first, but now he hired his wife, and they have a little office/shop, and he's killing it, guys. So check out Vero Knives. So here we go, guys. This is cool. Put the cloth away. Let me zip this up. Cool patch, guys. Here it is. Oh, yes. This is a good size knife, guys. I thought this was going to be tiny, but this is a full-size knife. Centering looks to be slightly off, so that's something I'll check out. It could be the pivot, of course. We'll see how that goes. You have the raw titanium with raw accents, really neutral knife. You have the slot over here, which, you know, that's the one reason I wanted the Axon, because it has slots on both sides. As a lefty, I can use it. Middle finger flick it, has a frame lock. You guys saw me check out the full size. This is number 51. I don't know how many there were in this run. Let's go ahead and flip her. Oh, yeah, that thing shoots out of there, guys. Look at this Tanto blade, razor sharp. Oh, yes. This thing is sexy. Now, the one I had was a loaner from Sharp_Marbles, Doug. And he put a mirror edge on it with his KME, which looked gorgeous. That is something I might try to get done on this. Wow, this is really cool, guys. And check out the action on the close. Nice and smooth. It's not exactly drop shutty, but it's smooth. It'll break in. Yeah, this is cool, guys. I'm a little miffed by the centering there. I'm going to check the pivot. Well, I have you guys. You know me. Yep, that pivot was a little loose. Let me see if I can get it centered, though. Still loose, and it's going to be way too tight, I think. Still fires out. Still shaky, so let's see if I can get it down all the way. Yeah, centering is just a little off. Well, now it's pretty much dead center. Still shoots out. You know, you got to shake it a little bit, so that's probably why it was off center. I'm sure the guy was trying to get it to shake shut a little bit better. Yeah, that's something that bothers me a little bit. But, you know, that's something I can always look into. I can reach out to whoever, see if they can take care of it. I mean, the action is definitely good. It's just not, like, drop shutty, so that's why they kind of loosened it a little bit. And I may be able to do a couple tricks on this to get it to center up a little bit, but see if there's any play. Yeah, there's a little bit of play in there. So this is basically how it was, right? And yeah. So anyway, guys, I'll work on this. You know me, I'm picky as all get out. But this is a cool knife. I mean, look at this design. It's just super sleek and slim. And, oh man, the action is really good. I'm sure it'll break in. I'll put a little KPL in there, maybe take it apart. That could help with the centering. Who knows? Tightening some screws. It's a whole thing. I will work on that. If you're right-handed, this knife is super drop shutty like that. Look at that. Left-handed, you got to do the shake, you know. But there, it's already smoothing out. And we have no play. And the centering has gotten a little bit better. That could be the grind as well. So we're looking pretty, we're looking good here, guys. Perfect. I already got it tuned up. I didn't do much there either. And I'm much happier already, as you could tell. Middle finger flicking it right-handed. Boom. Look at that. I might as well be a righty. Thumb flicking it left-handed. Try that again. Thumb flicking it left-handed. Boom. Got it. Cool. Mini impulse, guys. Cool knife. I don't see myself selling this before I do another video on it. You know me, but I really like this, guys. This thing is sexy. So, really glad I got this. I really hope that you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later. Sweet.